What's up, everybody? I'm Elizabeth with thedailycourse.com, and right now we're chilling with the guys from All Time Low.
I'm Zach, and I play bass.
What's up? I'm Alex. I play guitar. And I sing as well.
I'm Jack, and I play guitar.
I'm Ryan, and I play drums.
All right, so we know that you guys are called the All Time Low, but apparently you guys are nowhere near an All Time Low. How did you guys come up with the name?
Newfound Glory is how we got our name. There's a song in which they say, and it feels like I'm at an all-time low. And they were a big influence on our music. Still are. So that's the real story.
Speaking of influences, you guys are freshly out of high school, I believe, right? Graduated 2006. So what other influences help you play with your music and all? What kind of bands did you listen to throughout high school?
Blink-182, I think, got us into music as a whole. Before that, I listened to like Madonna and the Backstreet Boys, and I had no idea what music was really, outside of whatever was on the radio.
So how is it different from when you first started? How long ago did you guys start as a band?
We started as a local band, and we kind of were terrible, and we recorded some songs in like Ryan's bedroom with some really crappy equipment, and
Cover of the Friends theme song.
I think that was the first song we ever did, actually. Rather than writing our own, we went for television entertainment theme songs. But as I was saying, we started out freshman year, started developing our sound a little bit, playing local shows, talent shows, people's parties, whatever. And eventually people just kind of like enjoyed it. And obviously we enjoyed doing it, so we continued to kind of build up a name for ourselves locally. And then when we could drive, even before we could drive, we were trying to get out on the road and tour to like local states and whatnot.
Did you guys ever think that you would start touring with like Vans, Warped Tour, and how big you've guys gotten over the past years?
We've been trying to get on Warped Tour for like 3 years now, ever since we were a band, and we tried so hard and we could never do it. We couldn't even sneak in.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because I think 2 years ago we played, we would sneak in just to like sell our CDs and whatnot and pretend we were other bands and sign things. He did that. Then last year we got to play like 8 days of Warped Tour, and it's just really cool the way it's progressed. This year we get to do every single day, which is unbelievable.
So now that you guys are constantly touring now, what is the best thing about touring and what is the worst thing about touring?
Well, it's all different for everyone because, see, I work out and I do things that they never really do. Like, they eat the worst food possible for them, so I like to work out. The worst thing is probably a good long drive where you don't get to shower for 2 days maybe. You got like 25-hour van ride across the country. Really, really blows.
I think my favorite thing about tour is probably coming to Arizona and seeing Tim Towner.
I think my favorite part about tour,
It's for the kids. Just seeing the kids every night, smiling and singing. It's the best feeling in the world. Unbelievable.
True words of wisdom.
What is one key advice that you'd want to give to those struggling bands out there? I mean, they're trying to get noticed and everything, and now that you guys got a feel for it, what is the one thing that you could give so these guys can know what they can do to get noticed?
we talked to every single band, fan, promoter, Wendy's employee we ever met. So, yeah. The best thing you can do is just meet as many people and make really good relationships with everyone.
Also, you have to be so persistent and just keep trying. Like, people say, like, we're so lucky we got signed straight out of high school, but we've been doing it 4 years prior to that. It's not as if we, became a band senior year in high school and got signed straight out of that. It's like you're going to play some of the crappiest shows in the world and crappiest tours, but, everything helps in the end. I think that's the most important thing. It's for the kids.
Thanks, Ryan Dawson.
Now that you guys are talking about being signed, currently you guys are signed with Hopeless Records, which is an independent label. How do you think they've helped you develop into a better band?
Basically by giving us the opportunity to kind of expand into a much larger market. When you're unsigned, you're obviously kind of constrained by a lack of funds, a lack of kind of following just strictly within the label, because obviously every label has its bands, and as soon as you sign to a label, the people that listen to those bands are going to jump to this band to check them out. So yeah, it just opens a ton of doors that you wouldn't usually have.
Talking about sales, you guys are close to coming up over 35,000 in sales in your EP with Put Up or Shut Up. How does that make you feel, and what are your goals for your next album?
I'm excited about it, to say the least. I think none of us really expected our first release, especially an EP, to do anywhere near what it's done. It's probably going to be the standard kind of 12-song pop punk album that anyone would hopefully expect from us at this point. I think we're kind of trying a few new things, but at the same time we went into the record like not wanting to do what a lot of bands these days are doing, and that is like we're not really trying to prove anything. But I think with the full length, like I said, we're going for just a really good, catchy, upbeat pop punk record, and hopefully that's what we're going to produce. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not giving any names yet, though.
Well, as you know, that thedailycourse.com is a music site that helps with music news. It puts out the 30 unsigned bands out there. Recently, Absolute Punk listed Tim's 30 unsigned bands, and our visitors have skyrocketed to the site. How do you think ap.net plays an important part in the music scene and upcoming bands like yourselves?
Yeah, every 10 minutes, Jack's refreshing his sidekick or whatever, and it's the best site and one of the few sites out there that give all of the bands and the band's fans or whatever just news on our scene, and they've done a really good job so far. I believe so, at least. What do you think, Jack?
I couldn't agree more, Ryan.
We started getting kind of attention from AbsolutePunk.net while we were still unsigned, and I know for a fact that that helped out a great deal, just because it gives anybody interested a means to look at an unsigned band and kind of see what people are talking about in regards to the band, and just the overall like thought of where that band is going, and it definitely gives the band a kind of a little bit of leverage to like reach out and touch the stars. I love you.
What are some of the unsigned bands that you guys listen to?
To start with the Morning Light here.
I'll do a band called Holiday Parade. They're a great pop band, I would say. Pop rock, pop band from Atlanta, Georgia. Our good friend Rohan is in the band. He actually posts for Absolute Punk, so.
He's Middle Eastern.
No, but they're a really good band, and they just recorded with Zach and Ken, the guys who mixed our CD, and it sounds amazing. Phenomenal.
And then the last band I think that we're all going to agree on is from our home state of Maryland. And yeah, The Dangerous Summer. They recently were on, actually, yeah, never mind. Yeah, The Dangerous Summer is from our home state, and they're just incredible.
So what's one thing, if a normal person like me or a little girl out in the front row would look at you, would not know about you just by looking at you?
Pretty quiet, so when you people IM me or you call me on the phone, I usually won't answer. So, sorry. I can't meet your needs. But if you want to come up to me and talk to me in real life, that'd be very appreciative. Thank you.
I am from the UK. I was born there and moved here when I was 7. So, yeah, now you know.
2 things you may not know about me. I'm really bad at English, and I play Pokemon every day.
Also, he doesn't actually know how to play guitar.
I think the thing most people don't know about me is that I'm in the band, All Time Low. So, I am Ryan, I'm the drummer. We do have a drummer. I'm not a tech, so that's me.
Stop asking him to take pictures of me and you. He's in the band. Let him be in the picture.
You guys are our first interview for thedailycourse.com, and you guys are our first featured band. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm sorry we had to ruin your first interview.
I'm stoked that we got to be a part of this, especially in its, in its birth. We're kind of the placenta.
In all honesty, though, thanks so much to this website and Tim Towner, because he's been nothing but an amazing guy to us and always helped us out. So that's what he's meaning to
And
say.
he treated me to Whataburger once. What?
Us being the placenta is the equivalent to us thanking Tim Towner and everything he stands for.
I love you, Tim.
Well, thanks again. This is the guys from All Time Low, and if you guys want to check them out, you can check them out on MySpace, or you can go to thedailycourse.com, which is your daily source for new music.
I'll make out with that.